Okay, now we're going to do social studies, but before we do social studies, I need to share another good news. I keep forgetting this. It's been on my board for like 3 days. Remember our good news board? So David got his glow in the dark racetrack on Friday. So that's really good news. Any of you have any other good news? Let me know, okay? And I'll put it on our board. So let's turn our social studies books to page 232. Yes, we are skipping unit 5 because if we were in class, we would do it. We would have had more time to do it. But we are going to do unit 6, or try to get through a lot of unit 6. But I want us to be able to find a place on a world map. And I do think it's important that you learn where your family came from, because not everybody came from this country. The only ones that came from this country are Native Americans. So if you're Native American, you will say, I came from, and whatever state your Native American ancestors came from, or the area, like the West or the Colorado area or Oklahoma area, California area. That's only if you're Native American. And then also give me the name of the tribe that your Native American ancestors came from. Otherwise, you're going to tell me what country your ancestors came from, because that's what our country is made up of, is people from different countries. Everyone is an immigrant except for the Native Americans. Every single person is an immigrant. Whether you're third generation, second generation, or first generation American, your family are immigrants. And so that's why we need to welcome the new immigrants that are coming in, because our country grows when we have immigrants. It helps our country be better. And that's what our country is about. Our country is about bringing people in that want a different life, that want new opportunities, or that have opportunities being taken away from them in their home country, and they need to escape those people that want to take those opportunities away. So my ancestors, surprise, surprise, came from Ireland, both sides. I am second generation American on my dad's side. His grandfather came over from Ireland. And I am third generation on my mom's side. Her grandfather came over from Ireland. So, but my dad's side came from the north, my mom's side came from the south. And so the north is Protestant, south is Catholic, and that was a big whole thing. So it's not anymore. But that is where my ancestors came from. Yeah, I don't have a lot of different countries in me. Some people, like my husband, has a lot of different countries. His family, they call him Heinz 57, which is just a mixture of a whole bunch of things. So, okay, so let's look at page 232. Why it matters. We can use a world map to find countries and their neighbors. There are more than 190 countries in the world. Russia is the largest country. China has the most people. Countries that are close together are more alike than different. Okay, so a lot of the South American countries are more alike than the European countries. A lot of the people in South America speak Spanish. There are a few countries that speak Portuguese or French, but the majority of them and Central America speak Spanish. Where Europe, you've got English, French, German, Hungarian, Russian, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, all different, okay? And we may think the continent of Africa, which is also a country, that they are all, well, they're from Africa, but different parts of Africa have different dialect, just like our Native Americans here had different customs, different speech, different beliefs. Everything is different, okay? So let's look at the practice questions I'd like you to answer. It says, which continent has more countries, South America or Africa? Well, the South America is right below North America. North America is the green country. South America is the brown country. And Africa is the pink country. Which one looks like it has more countries? Or those are the continents, sorry, continents. Which one looks like it has more countries? the brown one, which is South America, or the pink one, which is Africa. I can see which one it is. You can see it. You don't even have to count them. You can see it. Number 2, which continent is Japan a part of? Well, let's find Japan. Where is Japan? Japan is actually an island in the Pacific. I found Japan. It's the same color as a pumpkin, so it's part of that continent. Which countries are Spain's neighbors? So you're going to have to find Spain. Spain is in that, you remember I told you all the European countries all speak differently? Well, Spain is part of that European country. And tell me what Spain's neighbors are. That would be every country that touches Spain is a neighbor of Spain. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4 neighbors for Spain. And then what you're going to do is on a separate piece of paper, I gave you another worksheet, is you're going to name the country or countries your family came from. And go ahead and find them on the world map here. But my father's country is from blank, or my father's family is from blank, and my mother's family is from blank. Now, we don't have a dad. You don't know who your dad is. You don't have a dad in your life. Don't worry about putting his information down. If you don't have a mom in your life, don't worry about putting her information down, okay? Or if you have a stepdad, you can put his information down. Or if you have a stepmom, you can put her information down. So just where is your family from is basically what I want to know. Where is your family from, okay? And that is social studies. And while we're at it, let's look at some science. Science, we're finishing up lesson 4. So turn to page 175. And we're going to look at the can you explain it from what we did before we started the lesson. Why do certain plants and animals only live in certain land habitats? So we need to answer each bulleted item, okay? You didn't do that with the last one. Each bulleted item. So you need to answer, compare 2 plants or animals from a habitat. Comparing means tell me how they are alike, how are they different. Describe how each plant or animal gets the things it needs. That would be part of the comparing. So you're going to pick 2 plants and 2 animals from different habitats. Then you're going to tell me how each plant or animal gets the things it needs. Food, water, shelter. Explain why the plants and animals only live in that habitat. Why is that habitat good for them? What do they get from that habitat that they can't get from another habitat? Okay, so that's what you're going to do. You're going to choose 2 from the lesson. That's why I need you to read the lesson before you do it, as there's lots of plants and animals. You've got lots of different habitats, okay? And you're going to tell me what plants and animals you've chosen from which habitat, a different habitat, and how each plant and animal gets what it needs, and why is that the only habitat they should live in. And then you're going to do the self-check. Okay, read the lesson first. If you get stuck on a question, go back in the lesson and find the information, please. All of you should be getting 100% on these. Don't rush through it. You should be getting 100% on these because you have the book. You have the answers in your lesson, okay? So you're going to do that, and you're going to work on your diorama. And I had a question about the dioramas. If you choose the rainforest, do you have to do all 3 levels? No, you can pick the upper canopy, you can pick the mid-story, mid part, or you can pick the floor. Or you can do all 3. It's up to you. But you need to let me know which one you're doing, okay? So you can say upper canopy, or the middle, or the floor, okay? whatever they're called. Okay, so that's science, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.